Hello everybody, so as you can probably tell from today's video title, we're going to do something exciting. So where we are at the minute, we're stood in the bay of our shed where we keep our bedding, cubicle bedding. So if you've seen, when did we do it? October time, when we brought the cows in, we said this winter we were bedding the cows on hammer milled oilseed rape straw, and that we were buying in from a horse bedding manufacturer, supplier. What we've decided to have a go at today, we have booked up to come to the farm a mobile hammer mill, tractor powered hammer mill, and because we have got some rape straw left from the 2020 harvest, so we've got 15 big bales, we're going to try hammer milling that into our little pile, see if that goes, see how we get on with that, rather than bringing in some straw. We're going to use what we've already got. So here is all our bales ready to go. So like I said, this is 2020 straw. We didn't bale any rape straw 2021 because our neighbour didn't grow any. So we've got this left over, and we're gonna hammer mill it and see how we get on. The reason it's got to be milled, rape straw is quite a coarse product. If I can find a bit of stalk, as you can see, it's quite stalky, but inside, what we're after, that white inside the stalk is very absorbent, very soft. So that is what milling it will bring that out and make it. That's why it's so absorbent, and which is why what we've got this for is putting it in the base of straw yards. That's what we've been using it for. And it's that pithy stuff in the centre of the stalk that I've just lost. That is what keeps things so dry. So that's what we need to do. We need to hammer mill it to expose that to the cubicle beds, and that just keeps them dry. We don't need to put on straw for comfort because we've got mattresses in the cubicles. This is just to keep the beds dry and just give the cows that little bit of something to lie on. But mostly it's just to keep stuff dry. So we've got 15 bales. 15 of these big bales of rape straw. The guy with the mill reckons that's kind of a good hour's work to get these through. Obviously depending on how fast we can load it, make sure we keep it moving. He can get 15 of these bales through in an hour, he said. But while he's here, also we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. We're going to put some of the bean straw that we baled last year through, because that is very similar in terms of the kind of the stalk. So we're going to see how it goes. I mean, the operator, he said he's never put bean straw through his mill, so he's interested to have a go, and then we're just going to do a little bit of an experiment, put a few through, see how they go through, see what they come out like, and ultimately see what they work like on beds, potentially for next winter, so we can decide what we're going to do. So there we go, that was a dusty old job, wasn't it? It's a kind of thing, really want a bit of a breeze blowing to get the dust away, but you know, it was a foggy, frosty day, so we didn't have any. So here we are. We have here our pile of rape straw and a little pile of the bean that we put through at the end. This pile here is 14 bales of rape. We thought we had 15, but we didn't, we only had 14. So that's what's here. A nice big pile. And this here is 4 round bales of bean straw. So let's have a look at what we've got. So what it is, so when he came, he changed the screens in the hammer mill, and he put in 1/2 inch 12mm screens, the smallest he had with him, which is what we wanted. And this is what we've got out of the rape straw. So everything is all broken up. That earlier on, what I was talking about that white pithy lining, you know, that's all been exposed now. So hopefully, you know, so this will be, whether this pile will quite see us through to turn out is kind of 10 weeks ish, depending on the weather away. Don't know yet, it might do, it might not. As you can see, it's all covered in the bean dust. So beans were a lot dustier than the rape, although the rape was dusty enough. Now here is our bean pile. It looks some super, really nice absorbent bedding. As you can see, it's quite fluffy, very dusty again, but we're having a little bit of a, don't know what, so we're a bit unsure at the minute whether this, as fluffy as it is going to go through our bedder bucket or our distributor bucket to get it on the cubicles. If it will go through, I reckon it'll be some good stuff. It's just, you know, you can see it's kind of fluffy and clumps together a little bit. That could be the issue as to whether we can actually get it sensibly out onto the beds. Time will tell. So I don't know whether it showed up in the video or not, but that was the big case on the front of the machine. 300 horsepower that was. And when he was putting the rape straw through, this was, you know, because rape is quite a tough but brittle plant, if that makes sense. It's easy to go through the hammer mill, and it didn't take long at all to do this pile. When it came onto the bean straw, it was much harder, kind of chewy and a bit, I don't know what's the word, didn't go through very well. It went through all right, just very slow, and it used every one of those 300 horses to mill this stuff. And he said he was up to 100% engine power, and about 55 litres an hour diesel going through the machine to hammer mill this. So there we are. All we got to do now is wait and see how long it lasts, and will the bean straw go through our bedder bucket. So there we go. I think we'll leave it here for now. What we might do in a couple of weeks' time, come back, see how we're doing, you know, see if this milled product is much different to the dust extracted stuff we were using beforehand. So there we go. I will say thank you very much for watching. We've got to say thank you to our driver for letting us film. I didn't catch his name actually, I should have done, didn't I? But anyway. Yes, so we'll see you next time.